Well. I heard you all like anime. Better yet, I heard you all like new anime. Well, I got the video for you. With the ending of the summer season recently, actually, it's not even ended yet. That's the craziest part. We're hopping straight into the fall season of anime, and we got a lot of good shows this season, actually. I gave this list a little quick rundown before doing this. Didn't read any of the synopsises, but I gave it quick little glances, get an idea of what I'm going to be talking about here. And we got some bangers, actually. So let's just kind of get straight into it and dive into the fall season, guys. Starting with Rising of the Shield Hero Season 3. Now, where do I begin with Shield Hero? I remember when Season 2 came out. Actually, better yet, I remember when Season 1 came out. And people were really liking the show. They were liking Naofumi as a character. And they were liking just the show in general. People were really digging the revenge plot line. And then when Season 2 happened and people realized, oh wait, we're not doing that anymore. We're actually going with the story. They didn't like it. To be fair, that turtle did not look good, bro. Let's keep it a buck. The turtle didn't look good. But, I don't know, people seem to turn on Shield Hero from Season 2. And I kind of get it. Maybe it's not what you expected it to be. But I'm still pretty excited for Shield Hero, honestly, because I am a light novel reader for it. It's been a minute since I've read the novels, to be honest, but I'm sure as we go through the season, it'll pick back up in my mind. So let's read the synopsis real quick, just to give you guys a refresher. The third season of Tate no Yusha. After defeating the Spirit Tortoise, Naofumi has no time to rest. An attack from the next Guardian Beast is imminent. With the three other Cardinal heroes have gone missing, so Naofumi and his party set out to search for the legendary trio. Alright. Pretty straightforward season, honestly. We're just going to see more of them fighting the waves and trying to save the world, It's going to be pretty straightforward, but Shield Hero is a pretty quality series. I gotta say, trust me, there are a lot worse series out there than Shield Hero. So, I am excited for it to come out, and we'll probably do videos on it, because we did cover Season 2. So, Shield Hero, I'm looking forward to. Now, Spy X Family. I don't need to talk too much about Spy X Family. I don't want this video to be too long. I've talked in length about Spy X Family and how much I love this series, guys. So we don't need to get into it too much. I'm very excited. It's going to be great. As I said in my video on it, Yor's going to play a big part in this season. And I think that's good because she really didn't get much screen time in Season 1, to be fair. So we're really going to flush her out. We're going to dive into the Assassin's Guild a bit. And it's just going to be more Spy Family, more good time, more adorableness, more wholesomeness. So, obviously, I'm very much looking forward to Spy X Family. Now, this series, oh boy, Goblin Slayer Season 2. Where do I begin with Goblin Slayer? For one, it's been a minute since we've had the first season of Goblin Slayer, actually. No synopsis, because, of course, why would we? What a divisive show Goblin Slayer is. Boy, who'd have thought people would be very sensitive to that first episode in Season 1, guys? Who'd have thought? But, honestly, besides that, I actually like Goblin Slayer. It's just a straight-up, hardcore fantasy series. Nothing flashy or anything like that. Goblin Slayer ain't doing anything flashy. It's a gritty show. He's just getting in there and killing goblins the whole show, dude. But I like it. It's more grounded. It's not, like I said, it's not your more like over-the-top fantasy series. It's very grounded fantasy series. As grounded as fantasy can be, if you know what I mean. But I am looking forward to Goblin Slayer for the most part. I kind of am interested to see what they do with the story for this, because he is just a guy that hunts goblins, obviously, so I'm interested to see how they expand upon that, and to see if they can hook people back in, because it's been a minute since Season 1 happened. So, and when this happens with a lot of series, we see that their second seasons either hook people back in immediately after being gone for so long, or people fall off hard, like which could be the case with Shield Hero. I don't know. Only time will tell, but I'm looking forward to Goblin Slayer for the most part. Do I even need to read the synopsis for this one? How many times have I talked about this on the channel already? The Eminence in Shadow Season 2, guys. It's going to be great. For your guys' sake, I'll go through the synopsis just to give you a rundown in case you don't know, but it's going to be good. The second season of The Eminence in Shadow. Everything has been going according to plan, but the hour of awakening draws near. Cid Kagano and Shadow Garden investigate the lawless city. A cesspool where the red moon hangs low in the sky and 3 powerful monarchs rule the streets. The true draw for Cid, however, is one who can draw blood, the Blood Queen, a vampire who has slumbered in her coffin for eons. Her awakening approaches, and Cid could finally face a day of reckoning. A world premiere screening of episode 1 was shown. Oh, lucky them, bro. We didn't get to see that. But I'm very excited for Eminence in Shadow. Y'all know it's going to be on the channel, and we're going to have a great time going over it. So, Eminence in Shadow, big thumbs up. Can't wait for it. Now, Frieren. I'll tell you guys right now, I have not watched episode 1 yet. I haven't done that. But I plan to, and I'm going to do a video on it because I love this series. I love Frieren so much. It's such an amazing series. And to all of you who have seen episode 1 by now, I would hope that you understand why it's such a great series already. I won't get too much into it, but I'll tell you right now, atmosphere. Atmosphere is key for this series. This series oozes atmosphere. You really feel like you're in it. It's a very somber series as well. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. And I'm very much looking forward to it. So let's read the synopsis for Frieren. The adventure is over, but life goes on for an elf mage just beginning to learn what living is all about. Elf mage Frieren and her courageous fellow adventurers have defeated the Demon King and brought peace to the land. But Frieren will long outlive the rest of her former party. Sad but true. How will she come to understand what life means to the people around her? Decades after their victory, the funeral of one of her friends, spoilers, friends confronts Frieren with her own near immortality. Frieren sets out to fulfill the last wishes of her comrades and find herself beginning a new adventure. Now, again, if you like a show like Mushoku Tensei, for instance, where I think it has incredible world building, you will love Frieren. I really, truly think so. I think this is going to be easily one of the big standouts of this season, which is wild considering the big shows we have this season. But Frieren will definitely make its mark on this season. I know it. So I'm excited for it. We're definitely going to do it on the channel. And that's really all I have to say about it till we get to it. Trust me, it'll be great. Dr. Stone New World Part 2. Dr. Stone. Boy, that last season ended off in a really weird spot, didn't it, guys? Just a really weird spot to end the season, huh? But I am looking forward to Dr. Stone, you know? I will say, I think my hype of the show has gone down, like, the more seasons we get. But my liking of the show hasn't, if that makes sense, you know? Like, Dr. Stone isn't the type of series that I'm popping off for when it's in a season, but it's the kind of show that I'm enjoying while it is. You know what I mean? I quite like Dr. Stone, and I like the direction we've gone into. Now that after season 2 ended, we're just flat out exploring the world, and I think that's what you need to do in a series like Dr. Stone, with the setting that it has. And I quite enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to Dr. Stone, technically season 3 part 2. And if you guys are as well, let me know in the comments, because I feel like I'm not the only one that feels that way about Dr. Stone. Like, It's a fun series, but it's not like everyone's favorite. You know what I mean? But I am looking forward to it overall. Now, this show. I saw a lot about this series long before this season, actually. It was getting hyped up. I need the English name for this one, actually. I need to pull up the English name for this one. I think it's the Apocryphy something. Dude, the trailer for this show looks crazy, actually. The animation is kind of wild looking on this show. Let's pull this up. I want to see the English name for this. All right, what are we working with? What is our English name? The Apocryphy Diaries. I thought so. I thought it was something like that. Okay. Let's read the synopsis for this one, because I am very interested in this after checking out the trailer a while ago, actually. Let's read the synopsis for this one, because I think this show has a lot of potential. Mao Mao lived a peaceful life with her Apocryphy father, until one day she sold as a lowly servant to the emperor's palace, but she wasn't meant for a complacent life among royalty. So when imperial heirs fell ill, she decides to step in and find a cure. This catches the eye of Jin Shi, a handsome palace official who promotes her. Now she's making a name for herself solving medical mysteries. This series, I think, does have potential. I think this could definitely be a sleeper hit of the season. Just because it feels like it's an interesting series, you know? This girl dragged into something that she isn't qualified for. It's over her head. But she's got to step up to it and make a name for herself. Plus, the animation's going to be great. And I really do think the characters in this show are going to be what drive it forward. This feels like a very character-driven show. And I'm here for it, honestly. You give me a good character-driven show with good animation, and you got a view from me. So, I'm looking forward to the Hypocrisy Diaries. I think it'll be good, honestly. And that's really all I have to say until it comes out. 21 days from now, by the way. That's quite a while. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be good. Bro, I do not care about Tokyo Revengers at all. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't hate this show or anything, but I've made it pretty clear in previous videos that I don't love this show. I think this show is kind of lame, low-key. This show is kind of mega corny a little bit. I can't get into it. I just can't. I'm sorry. Tokyo Revengers is not a show for me, guys. So, I'm just skipping it. I'll be honest. I have zero interest in Tokyo Revengers, so I ain't even going to waste time talking about it. But a show I am interested in a lot, actually, is Undead Unluck. Man, I've seen this manga everywhere, guys, for so long. I remember I think it's done airing, right? I think the manga's done, because I remember when it was going, I would see it all the time on like Twitter. People talking about this series, really hyping it up. And I decided not to read it, actually, just because I knew it would get an anime eventually. And now it's here, and I'm excited for it, actually. So let's read the synopsis in case you guys aren't familiar with Undead Unluck. Now, Al Fuko wants a passionate romance like the one in her favorite shoujo manga. Unfortunately, her unluck ability makes that impossible. But just as Fuko hits rock bottom, Andy sweeps her off her feet. Literally. Now she's become Andy's unwilling test subject as he works to find a way to trigger a stroke of unluck. Trigger a stroke of unluck big enough to kill him for good. However, when the pair discovers a secret organization is hunting them, it puts Andy's brutal plans on hold. This series, the synopsis make it sound like it's a show from the 90s, kinda, honestly. But just from all the hype I've seen from people, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really good. David Productions, too. If I remember correctly, that's the JoJo studio. So, it's going to be kind of nice, honestly. I've seen the trailers for Undead Unluck. It looks good. It looks like a fun show. I don't know if I'll do it weekly on the channel. I really don't know on that. But I'll definitely at least do a video or two on it because my interest in the show is pretty high. I have high expectations from what people have said, so I'd really like to know your opinion on Undead Unluck if you're a manga reader. Is it good? Is it good enough to be hyped for? Let me know, because right now I'm hype, but I'm not over the moon hype, you know? But I am very excited, actually. More than I am usually. So, Undead Unluck is definitely going to get watched. Oh, here we go. Looks like a romance show right up my alley, guys. Let's see. Light novel 2? Paragraph title? Oh boy, we're off to a great start on this one. Let's just read the synopsis. I am not attempting to pronounce that name. The story centers on the relationship between Ryuto Kashima, a gloomy social outcast. Boy, have we seen that before. Okay. And Runa Shirakawa, the popular girl at school. Oh man, it's such an original plot, guys. Their relationship begins when Ryuto has to ask Runa out as part of losing a game. And she ends up going out with him after saying, well, I'm free right now after all. Yo, imagine you go and ask someone out and they're just like, I mean, I guess. I gotta kill some time anyway. Like, what else am I gonna do? Stand here? Yikes. Okay. Off to a great start, series. They have completely different social circles, I bet. And completely different hobbies, I bet. But as they hang out with each other, they begin recognizing and even accepting those differences as something to bond over, guys. You know, like actual humans do. I mean, it's gonna be your typical, probably rom-com light novel. We all know how this shit is at this point. I'll definitely check it out because I got a soft spot for these kind of shows, but I'm not expecting 10 out of 10 writing here, guys, if you know what I mean. It'll be a fun show, probably. Probably a turn your brain off, just sit there, enjoy it kind of show, you know? So, I'll definitely check it out. What can go wrong, right? This one. This is the Faraway Paladin, right? In English. I remember when this show came out years ago, actually. This show is really interesting, actually. I remember, and I might kick myself for this later. I probably will, actually. I didn't finish season 1. But I do remember it being very interesting. I think I got about 6 episodes in when this show was airing. And I don't know why I stopped watching it, but I remember liking it. Quite a bit, actually. So let's read the synopsis, and I really hope there's not spoilers. Second season of The Faraway Paladin. 2 years had passed since he left the city of the dead, and Will was 17 by count. As a lord, he developed Touchport, a river port of light, and gradually the people's activities and smiles returned to Beast Woods. However, out-of-season flowers bloom profusely, and an abnormality is discovered. Abnormality. I can't talk. It's very early, guys. Trust me, it's very early. Is discovered in the forest. Will and his friends head into the depths of the forest to solve this problem and receive an ominous prophecy from the king of the forest. In the Iron Rust Mountains, the fires of black calamity will occur. The fire will spread, or it will burn everything in this land. What is the calamity that sleeps in the ruined dwarven city of Tsubasa? San Miyaka. Now, that's a lot. That's a lot of information right there. I'll be honest. I don't remember a lot of that stuff. But I really did remember liking this show a lot when it came out. This show also has a lot of atmosphere. It has personality. It's a fantasy series that actually distinguishes itself a little bit from what I remember. So I think I'm actually going to go and recheck out a little bit of season 1 just to kind of refresh myself, because I do want to watch some of this season, because I know this is going to be a show people talk about. And I am interested, to be honest. So I'll definitely check this out. And we'll see what it's about. You know, we'll see if it's as good as season 1 was from what I remember. This show! Oh, the 100 Girlfriends! Guys, I've known about this series for like 2 years now. Long before it was announced for an anime. What a ridiculous manga. What an absolutely ridiculous manga, but what a fun one. Let's read the synopsis in case you couldn't figure out what this show's about. Ijo Rentaro tried and tried again, but after asking 100 girls out on a date, he was rejected every single time. Yo, feels bad, bro. In desperation, he prays for guidance, only to be told by God that his rejection were due to some cosmic error. That's the universe telling him, yo, get played, scrub. Now the God is going to set things right by making sure that Aljo gets 100 dates. Except, as things often do with gods, the dates come with a catch. 100 girls are destined to be Ijo's soulmate, and unless he returns their feelings each and every time, they'll die in horrible accidents. Sure enough, girls start confessing their love to Aljo left and right. But how is he supposed to choose? He doesn't want to kill anyone. Who does, really? When he looks at each potential soulmate, it feels like a bolt of lightning. Can someone really love 100 girls? Yo, can they though? We can try. Really love 100 other people? This hilarious romantic comedy takes the harem concept to a wild extreme. That it does. I've read some of the manga for this show, bro. It's crazy, guys. It's kind of wild, actually. The perfect show for me. Expect a video on this. I'm telling you now. Expect a video on this show. 8 days, 2 hours? Shit can't come soon enough, bro. Pump it in my veins right now. I need it. It's going to be very fun. Just know what to expect with shows like this, guys, and you will always have a fun time with them. This show especially. Definitely looking forward to it. Oh, God. And then we have a show like Girlfriend down here, or Kanojo Mokanojo Season 2. What a freaking ridiculous show. If 100 Girlfriends up here is a ridiculous show, and it's really fun, oh boy. Girlfriend is an interesting show, to say the least. Bro, our main character, I'll say, man, he's got some balls in this show. He really does. I'll give him that for the kind of shit he pulls in it. Let's read a synopsis in case you aren't familiar with this pretty wild show. The second season of Kanojo Mokanojo. After their hot springs trip, already off to a good start, Naoya continues his relationship with both Saki and Nagisa. You heard right. Let's keep going. Bringing along Milika, who kissed Naoya. Oh, spoilers. And Sheena, who secretly has romantic feelings for him. Oh, spoilers again. They embark on a summer vacation full of romance. Oh boy. With fireworks, festivals, camping, and Okinawa. Sure. Milika's younger sister, Risa, also appears, making the romance in this neo-standard rom-com heat up even more. A season 2 filled with summer and swimsuits is about to begin. You hear that, guys? We get a beach episode every episode. What more could you want? What a dumb show. To give you guys a rundown in case you didn't want season 1, it's really about our main character just asking these two girls down here. Asking both of them like, hey, I like you both. I want to date both of you. Now, I know that's crazy, ladies, but I'm going to make it work. Trust me. And that's literally the show. He's literally dating her, and then this girl confesses, and he's like, damn, I kind of want 2 girlfriends, so I'm going to do that. It's dumb. It's exactly how you would think it would be. It's dumb, but it's fun. Again, if you know what to expect in a show like this. Completely turn your brain off kind of show. But I'll probably check it out. I'm being honest. I'm a little bit of a degenerate. It happens. It'll be fun. Stupid, but fun. I'll definitely give Girlfriend a watch. Finally, a series I don't recognize. Okay. Based on the manga. Good start already. What is this show? All right, let's read a synopsis for this. I can't pronounce that name. This unusual duo brings the hidden truth into the light. Ron, oh boy, Kamino Hasha, a private investigator with serious issues, and Totemaru Ishika, a pure-hearted but dim police detective, team up to solve the most baffling mysteries. Okay. I'm liking it already. A thrilling detective story for a new generation from Akira Amano, creator of Reborn and Eldlive. Okay. I've heard of Reborn. Alright. Okay. This sounds kind of interesting. It really all depends. This is the type of show that I think the synopsis is not going to sell you on. Because the synopsis sounds good, but it is kind of basic. It's pretty basic, honestly. This is the type of show you really got to watch like an episode or two to figure out. But if they do this well, I could definitely see this being a sleeper hit of the season. Shows like this are either really good under the surface, or they're just throwaway shows that you're going to forget next season. You know? There really is no middle ground. So, I don't know. I'm going to keep my eye out for this one. 2 days from now, huh? Okay. It seems interesting. It could be good. I give every show a fair shot. So, and this one's no different. We'll see. Now, what is this one? It looks like 3D already, so that's already worrying. All right. A manga action drama, Hamatsu no Okoku. I probably butchered that. All right, let's get into it. Witches once blessed the human race with wisdom and peace. But the Radia Empire's gear expansion brought about a culture of science that far surpassed magic, and witches were viewed as enemies, impeding the progress of civilization. Thus began the witch hunts. Okay. One human named Adonis, who was raised by a witch named Chloe, swears revenge against the human race that took his beloved mentor from him. What salvation can be found at the end of a bloodbath fueled by utter despair? Huh. Well, that doesn't sound like a very happy show. It's kind of the same like this one, guys. This is the type of show you really gotta watch to figure out. Like, the synopsis sounds interesting, but until I see everything in motion, until I hear voice actors, I hear music, I know the story, I can't really give too much of an opinion on this. It looks like 3D from the cover, and I'll be honest, that's extremely hit or miss. There's not many good-looking 3D anime. So, I don't know. This definitely feels like a wait-and-see kind of series, you know? Like, maybe I'll let a couple episodes of this show go, and then I'll watch it. And if it's good, I might make a video on it if it's interesting. We'll see on that. But for now, I'll pay attention to this one over the next couple weeks. We'll see how it goes. Oh boy, looks like a Yuri show. Everyone's favorite. Not mine, though. Everyone's favorite. Watashi no Oshi wa Ukayaku Ryujo. I know y'all love when I try to pronounce names, so there you go. Let's read the synopsis, because, light novel too, even better. Let's just read it. Ordinary office worker Ohasha Ria wakes up in the body of the protagonist of her favorite Otome game. I should have known, man. Can they not do a fantasy series with a female protagonist without it being an Otome game? Can they not? I'll be real. As much as people hate isekai, they at least change it up a little bit. How many Otome games are we gonna get, dude? How many animes like that? Okay. Revolution is what it's called, too. Of course it is. To her delight, the first person to greet her is also her favorite character, Clara Francosis, the main antagonist of the story. And let me guess, they're gonna fall in love. Now Rhea is determined to romance Claire. Not even a couple words later, okay? Is determined to romance Claire instead of the game's male leads. But how will her villainous Lady Love react to this courtship? By probably being a tsundere the whole time. Let's be real. I mean, I'll check it out. Again, I give everything a fair shot. I'll check it out, but I'm really sick of this genre, guys. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm really kind of sick of it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think the only series like this in recent memory that I did actually like was Ray Liotta. I liked that show. That show was good, but that's because it really was more of like a political show in a way. You know, this just feels like your typical Yuri Bait kind of show, you know? And I know people love that shit, but it's really not for me. Because a lot of them are really three-dimensional, and frankly, they're freaking boring, bro. So, I don't know. I'll check it out. That's really all I can say right now. I don't have high hopes for it, personally, but it could be a sleeper. Who knows? Ragna Crimson. Silverlink. Okay. It's a manga. 4 hours from now. Well, alright then. I'll keep that in mind. Let's read a synopsis, because I kind of like the cover, actually. I'm kind of digging this cover art. Okay. Dragons rain terror over the earth, sea, and sky. If sworn dragon hunters like Ragna are to have any hope of dealing death to these seemingly invincible, fire-breathing beasts, they must find a way to level the odds. Okay. Ragna teams up with a mysterious man named Crimson, who has likewise sworn to stand against the dragons menacing the world. But although Crimson's motivation... Oh, if you would stop freaking out, I could continue reading. Motivations may be mysterious. His goal and Ragna's perfectly align, and together they'll fight to vanquish the dragons once and for all. Okay. First episode aired with a runtime of 1 hour. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, this show could be okay. 4 hours from now. I might check this out later today, honestly. Just give it a watch just to see how it is. Especially if it's an hour. That means they gotta have some confidence in it if they're gonna give it an hour-long first episode. So, it could be interesting. Again, I gotta see. I gotta see with my eyes. That's what a lot of these shows are, guys. You really gotta watch at least a little bit of it to get an idea of what to expect. Especially with this one. This one could be good if executed well, but it could be really bad if not. I could see this show turning really bad really quickly if it's not done well. So, we'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Here we go. Dead Mount Deathplay Part 2. Now, if you guys watched my spring season roundup, my ranking of the spring season, I quite liked Dead Mount Deathplay, actually. I thought it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it, honestly. I thought it was quite a surprise. It's from the author of Durarara, if you didn't know that, and Baccano. So, going into it, you already have a kind of an idea of how characters are going to be, how the animation's going to be, because those shows have kind of similar styles to them. And Dead Mount Deathplay is a little bit different, but it definitely feels like a Durarara, if you ask me. And I quite enjoyed it. I'm here for part 2, actually. I'm quite interested in it. I might make a video on it when that happens. If it's, like, really interesting. I really will do a video on it, because I did like this show. So, I'm looking forward to it, frankly. I think you guys should definitely check it out if you did. And I do feel like the first part's a little bit underrated, frankly. So, go give it a watch if you haven't. It's pretty good. Oh, I know this one. This is, The Shut-In Vampire Princess is the English name. God, I've seen this series everywhere. When I've been looking for, like, manga and stuff to read, guys, I see this series everywhere. This is another one I've known for a pretty long time about. But let's read the synopsis in case you don't know about our hikikomori vampire over here. 3 years into her life as a shut-in, oh boy, vampire Tara Kamara, Grand's Blood, what a name, awakens to find she's been appointed as a commander in the Melnet Imperial Army. After being asleep, huh? What a position. The thing is, her new unit consists solely of belligerent ruffians who revolt against their superiors at the slightest hint of weakness. Yo, what a great army. What a great structure you got there. Although Komori hails from a line of vampires as powerful as they are prestigious, her refusal to drink blood has made her the picture of mediocrity, scrawny, uncoordinated, and inept at magic. With the odds stacked against her, will the help of her trusty and slightly infatuated maid Vale be enough for this recluse to blunder her way to success? Or will Komori, if I can get this, go down, rue the day she ever left the safety of her room? I mean, again, kind of feels like Yuri bait. I know a little bit about this show, and it's not bad from the little bit I do know. I don't want to get into it because of spoilers for you guys, but I know a very little bit. Like, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not going to subvert your expectations or anything. Yeah, subvert your expectations. It's not going to do that, but I think if you like a show like this one up here, I think you will like our shut-in vampire princess down here. I think you will quite enjoy it. But I don't know if it'll be for me, personally, but I'll give it a fair shot. That's all I can say. Ooh, we got a season 2 here, and I don't recognize this one, I don't believe. Time to pull out the handy-dandy English name, guys. That's why I like this website, because you can get the English name and all this other information. Great website, AniChart, AniList, if I get it right. All right. What is our English name? The Saint's magic is omnipotent. I think I do remember this from a couple seasons ago, actually. I think I do remember this show. I didn't really watch the first season. I didn't. I'll be honest. So I don't really have too much of an interest in this one. Not really. I really don't. We'll skip this one. If you guys think this is a good show, let me know in the comments. I read them all. So if I'm being dumb here by skipping this, let me know in the comments. I'm not going to get mad at that. But I don't think I'd be interested personally, but you never know. Shangri-La Frontier. I've heard the name of this series a lot, actually, but I don't know anything about it. I've heard this name plenty of times, though, because it's pretty unique. And judging by our cover art, it looks pretty unique. Our main character's got a bird head. What is he, like Inosuke from Demon Slayer? Okay. Let's read a synopsis, because it's kind of an interesting picture, to say the least. When was the last time I played a game that wasn't crap? Oh boy, it's at one of these, eh? This is a world in the near future where games that use display screens are classified as retro. Okay. Anything that can't keep up with the state-of-art VR technology is called a crap game. Yeah, okay. And you see a large number of crap games coming out. Jesus. What a world to live in. Those who devote their lives to clearing these games are called crap game hunters. And Rakuro, oh my lord. And Rakuro Hitsutomi is one of them. The game he's chosen to tackle next is Shangri-La Frontier, a god tier game that has a total of 30 million, if this would stop moving. Can we it's trolling me right now, guys. I'm getting trolled. 30 million players, online friends, an expansive world, encounters with rivals. These are changing Rikuro and the other players' fates. The best game adventure tale by the strongest crap game player begins now. This is the type of show that I think is going to kind of fly under the radar a bit. I don't know. How many times have we seen premises like this, guys? Oh, we go into a video game world. We go on adventures and all that. Oh, Sword Art Online. I mean, 20 hours away. It comes out tomorrow. I might check it out, but I don't really have high hopes for this. It seems very, very generic, to be honest. It certainly isn't, hyping me up to go watch it. I'll tell you that. So, we'll see. This is a definite we will see kind of situation. Let's move on. All right. This is Gluttony and Berserk, right? Gluttony of Berserk. I have heard a little bit about this show too. I've seen the trailer for this one. It seems interesting, honestly. But let's read the synopsis to get a better idea for it for you guys. Fate Barbatos. What a great name, by the way. Has never tasted real power. Born with the magical skill gluttony, he constantly hungers in a way that can't be satisfied. And has been shunned and looked down upon his entire life. One day, while working as a gatekeeper, hey, at least our boy's got a job, for a noble family and fighting the trespassing thief, he discovers gluttony's true power. When he kills someone, he devours their skills and feeds his gnawing hunger at last. Okay. In this grisly realization, Fate is awakened to his true potential. Okay. How many lives will he feed on to satisfy his hunger? And is the world ready for the frightening warrior he'll become? Okay. That seems kind of interesting. Our main character is just going to go around eating people just to become stronger and stronger. Low-key, he kind of sounds like the villain of this series, honestly. Okay. This, like I said, this series did seem interesting when I saw the trailer. Okay. I really need to see it in action. I need to see the animation. I need to see how everything moves first. But just on paper, at least, it sounds like it could be an interesting show. You know? That's like most of these shows, to be fair. On paper, they could be okay, guys, but we don't know. But this one seems a little promising, so I got high hopes for it. We'll see. You know, I'm more anticipating this than something like Shangri-La Frontier, you know? But we'll see how it goes. Oh boy, what is this one? Not gonna pronounce that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I will. Kakishina no Maho wo Tokibetsu Desu. Okay. Shadow realms have ravaged the earth and decimated almost everyone in their way. The survival of humanity hinges upon the success of just 6 mages, including analytic, wow, I really can't talk today, fighter Desser Herman. The remaining heroes make one final stand to end. So that's the 6 mages, including the remaining heroes make one final stand to end the bloodshed, but to no avail. Desire closes his eyes on what should be the end of his life, only to open them and see the beginning of his school days. What? Desser's past has returned 13 years back to the past. Oh boy. Where he's been given another chance. A chance to see the loved ones he lost, a chance to meet his fellow warriors again, and a chance to save the world. Alright. Shows like this really depend on the characters and the writing. Because we've seen a lot of shows like this. A really good example of going back in the past and kind of fixing your life again is the show like Re-Life, actually. They're not the same, obviously, but they have the same concept behind them. And that show's really good because it has good characters and the writing's pretty good in it. This show kind of hinges on that. It really needs that to be good. Otherwise, a show like this can get kind of messy. And if it's not executed well, could just be flat out bad. So, I'm interested in this, but I'm tentatively interested, if you know what I mean. So, this is another definite, you gotta watch a little bit of it to get an idea of how it is, but it could be promising, so I'll remember this one. When's it come out? 7 days? Alright, we'll check it out in a week. Oh, this is an interesting cover. Interesting cover piece right here. Episode 1's already out, too. Yo, look at the review for it. 59%. I take it you guys don't like it. Just for that, I kind of want to read the synopsis for it. Based on the manga, Oju to Bankin-kun. Nice. Alright. Isaku just wants to live a normal life. But as the granddaughter of a Yakuza boss, that's a pretty tall order. For years, it's been difficult for Isaku to make friends and find love. So, She decides to enroll in a high school far from home. I imagine that's what it says. Far from her hometown in hopes of a fresh start. And then it moved up again. Can we stop moving? Can we stop trolling today? But her plans take an unexpected turn when a worried member of the Yakuza, Kea, enrolls in the same school to protect her. Oh, it's going to be like one of these types of shows, huh? I mean, it could be alright. There's probably going to be a pretty big age difference between these two, which might make it weird. Judging by the score, I can see you guys might not like it that much already. Not instilling confidence in me, to say the least, but it probably needs a couple episodes to get going, get its story going. But that synopsis didn't inspire confidence in me. It didn't really super interest me. So I don't know how to feel about this one. I'll check out an episode or two, but like, I don't have high hopes for it, personally. And I see you guys don't either. So, tentatively, I'll check it out for now. MF Ghost, sequel to Initial D Final Stage. Bro, I don't remember that. We're going to skip this one because I don't really know much of anything about Initial D, guys. I'll be honest. I really don't. Besides Deja Vu. Dun, 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 dun. Everyone knows that song. Come on now. Besides that, I really don't know much about this series. So I'm going to skip this one. I ain't got much to talk about. Now, here we go. The Ancient Magnus Bride, Season 2, Part 2. Now, when I did my last seasonal review, I hadn't finished Season 2. And I told you guys that up front, that I didn't finish it. I have now. It's really good. This show had a high hurdle to overcome because it had been so long since Season 1. Again, like I mentioned earlier in the video, when a show hasn't aired in a really long time, when it gets another season, that season really has to hook people back in, or it's just going to fall to the wayside. And unfortunately, I feel like that's what happened with Season 2. I really like it. I think it's really good. But you're not seeing hardly anyone talk about it like they did Season 1. I remember when Season 1 came out, it was big, guys. Everyone was talking about it. I didn't see really any discussion for Season 2. But I am interested in it, to say the least. I'll read the synopsis for you guys, just for y'all, but I'm excited for it. The second core of the Ancient Magnus Bride. More magical adventures await Alisa, Chisei, and all of her new friends at the college. Just how strong will Chisei's magic grow? Kind of think of the season, I guess, as like how Mushoku Tensei was in our previous season. Kind of like a school arc we're going through right now. But it's really interesting. The Ancient Magnus' Bride is a really good show, honestly, guys, that you should check out if you haven't. I'm pretty excited for this, honestly. So I will definitely be checking this out. And I hope to see some more discussion about it over the course of the season. If it's like really, really good, I'll certainly make videos on it. I'll make a video on it for sure, at least, if it's really good. But I don't know. I want this show to get a little more recognition because it is quite good, especially compared to a lot of the other shit. And I say shit deliberately that we do have in these seasons typically. So I'm looking forward to it. Oh boy, what is this one? Hoshikiju Telepath. Based on a manga, Studio Gakumi. Okay, Gakumi. Konohosha Umika is a high schooler who is very bad at communicating with others. Okay. Feeling almost like an alien trapped on Earth with nowhere to belong, one day she meets a girl who claims to be an actual alien. And that's it. That's our entire synopsis. Okay? Well, guys, it seems like it's going to be a quirky show. I wouldn't know because we have no synopsis. But, I mean, it seems like it's going to be quirky. I don't know. Like, it could be good. It could be bad. We don't know. We didn't get any information. Episode or two, y'all know how it is. I try to at least give every show a couple episodes. It's probably not going to be my cup of tea just looking at the cover art, but I got to give it a fair shake, so we'll see. We will see on it. Now, Shy. I've heard of this series for quite a long time. Let's just get straight into the synopsis and we'll talk about this series because I've known about this for a while and I am interested. Around the middle of the 21st century, all war on Earth ceased. The sudden widespread appearance of heroes, people with supernatural powers who wish only for peace, has drastically transformed the world. In a world where the heroes of each country work to maintain this newfound peace, the one protecting Japan is a young girl named Shy, who is cripplingly shy. I've only heard really good things about this series. Studio 8-bit too, huh? That could be good and bad. But I've only heard good things about this series from everyone I've talked about. That it's just such a, really nice, I don't really want to say wholesome, but just a really nice, superhero kind of show with a really lovable main character is what I've heard from people. So I am quite interested in Shy. And from the trailers I have seen from it, it does seem like it's going to be a pretty fun show, honestly. So Shy is one I'm definitely going to check out. 2 days, 3 hours from now. All right. I'm looking forward to this one, legitimately, because I've only heard good things. So I hope it's as good as I've heard. I've certainly heard shows are good before, and they haven't been. So I'm hoping Shy is not one of those. Now, what is this one? Light novel, paragraph title, off to a great start already. All right, I think I do know this one. This is the one where the father's an adventurer, and he has a daughter, and she... All right, well, let's read the synopsis, and I'm sure we'll figure it out. The young adventurer Belgrieve retires to a quieter life after losing his leg to a beast. While gathering herbs in the woods one day, he rescues an abandoned child. Angeline trains with her father and later achieves S rank in the capital's Adventurer Guild. I'm pretty sure it is what I thought it was. 5 years later, she decides to return home. Will Belgrieve get another chance at being an adventurer? Will Angeline return home unscathed? Now, we already have an episode of this out, correct? Yes. Okay. So, I'll check this out probably at some point. It seems like it could be interesting. Judging from the reception, not so much, but you never know. Again, first episodes aren't always going to sell you on a show. Sometimes it takes a show a couple episodes to really get going. So, I might wait for that to happen, maybe 2 or 3 episodes out, and I'll check this out, but it could be good. We could have a nice little father-daughter dynamic in this show. It could be a pretty wholesome show. I'm getting the feeling it will be, so you never know. Okay. I'm interested to an extent. All about execution, though, baby. It's all about the execution, so we will see on that. Bro... What have they done to you, Seven Deadly Sins? What have they done? I'm not reading this synopsis, bro. I'm not caught up to Seven Deadly Sins. This is a sequel to Percival. Is this their kid or something? Bro, I'm not caught up to this. They ran this series into the ground from season 3 onward, dude. They really butchered this series, guys. Good lord. Ever since season 3 happened, does anyone care about this series? If you care about Nanatsu no Taizai, aka Seven Deadly Sins, let me know in the comments, and please tell me why. Now, I'm sure the story itself is still quite good. The manga's probably pretty good, but boy, they butchered the anime. And this show's reputation has not been repaired since then. So... is this even worth catching up on, guys? Genuine question right here. Is it worth me catching up to do this? Truthfully. Because I don't particularly want to, but if y'all say it's good, I'll do it. So let me know in the comments, because this is a real hit or miss one, personally. What is this one? Light novel paragraph opening? Oh boy. Zero G. What a studio. Alright. I think I actually do know this one. I think I saw the trailer of this one just randomly. Because I remember this main character. I remember his design. I'm pretty sure I did see the trailer for this. So I think I have a general idea what it's about. But let's read the synopsis for all of you. Alan Crawford is a misanthropic sorcerer known as the Dark Lord. When he comes across Charlotte Evans, a noblewoman exiled on false charges, his memories of being betrayed 3 years ago come rushing back. Nice, he's a little emo guy, hence the black and white hair we see. Cool. He decides to teach Charlotte about all the pleasures, vices, and joys of naughty living. Can a broken heart be mended by riotous living? These two are bound to find out. So, let me get this straight. Our main character here, our skunk boy right here, black and white, is just going to go around teaching our main heroine to be naughty. Am I on the right site here? Should I be on a different site watching a show like this? I mean, it might be okay. Our little edgelord's probably going to discover his feelings talking to Charlotte and all that. He's going to become more emotional, and they're going to grow closer together as the show goes. And I've seen it all, guys. Again, it's all about execution. If it's done well, even a plot like this could be quite good. But, again, we got to wait and see. My hopes aren't too high, frankly, especially from the trailer I saw before. It didn't look incredible, but it didn't look outright bad either, so I'll give it a watch. No, dude. Alright, here's the thing. They need to stop making Fooly Cooly, dude. In my opinion, Fooly Cooly only has one season, guys. It has one season. What the hell have they been doing with this series? We've had like 5-6 seasons of this show. 43%, by the way. I've seen this already, guys. This shit's been out. I'll tell you right now. It's bad. Like, I don't know what the hell they're doing with Fooly Cooly, man. But some series just need to stay finished. Like, they're running this into the ground. Fooly Cooly has one season. That's it. One season. We don't count this. I'm not interested in this. It wasn't very good, let me tell you that. And I see that a lot of you agree with that as well. We're not even reading the synopsis. It's not worth it. Trust me. It's not that good. You're not missing anything. Moving on to Under Ninja. Okay. Based on a manga. Tezuka Productions, actually. Okay. They're a good studio. They've done good shows. Ninjas still exist in Japan today. They number around 200,000. It's quite a bit. The ninja organization NIN. Wow, really original, guys. National Intelligence of Ninja. Yo, really on the nose, guys. Is not controlled by the civilization government, with its elite members performing assassinations and sabotage in secret. There is an organization that opposes NIN. Under Ninja. Ninja versus ninja. What lies waiting at the end of this shadowy feud? I'm gonna guess more ninjas, guys. They're gonna have the AON next. And then it's gonna, guess what? It's gonna be even more ninjas. I mean, what? Action comedy. This is a comedy. Okay, if this is a comedy, this show could be fun. This show could be a fun show if it's a comedy. If they tried to take this shit seriously, it'd be bad, bro. It would be bad. But if this is a comedy, I could see this working. Because it already sounds quirky as hell, frankly. So, if they do it well, this could be a fun show. I could see myself liking this, because what a dumb plot. What a dumb synopsis. But, hey, we'll give it a fair shot. The comedy part saved it for me, I'll be honest. Okay. As long as it doesn't take itself too seriously, again, could be fun. Moving on. Light novel paragraph title. Alrighty. 20-year-old Princess Mia of the Tear Moon Kingdom, often scorned as selfish princess, was executed by guillotine in a rebellion. Next thing she knew, she awoke in her 12-year-old body with her own blood-stained diary. Wow, Jesus. What an awakening. That she kept before she was beheaded, sitting next to her pillow. Given a second chance at life, Mia decides to rebuild the empire. For the sake of Tear Moon's future, to save the people from starvation? To all the soldiers who lost their lives in the Civil War? No! Everything she does in this life is for the sake of avoiding the guillotine. So she's selfish. Okay. For me, this should be a piece of cake. I hate it when they put quotes from the show in this. It's so freaking corny when they do that, dude. It's so corny. Thus, the useless, cowardly, self-serving princess brings about miracle after miracle in her great struggle to save herself in this altered history fantasy. If this show is funny, it could be good. Again, just like Under Ninja over here. If it's funny, it could be good. If it tries to take itself seriously, and I see that drama tag down here, by the way. If it tries to take itself too seriously, I could see it definitely struggling. Especially with the main character who seems like a self-serving douche, honestly. It's got to be a comedy. If they try to take itself too seriously, I could see it falling on its face pretty hard, honestly. So, I don't know. Tentatively, I'll check it out. I'm interested enough to put a couple episodes into this. See how it plays out. You never know. It could be really funny. Or it could be really bad. We'll see soon enough. Ooh, okay. I think this is our first original we've seen. Which, bro, you don't see those very often anymore. Overtake. Okay. Well, looks like 3D. Not a good sign, but... Alright, Haruka Asahina is a 16-year-old high school boy racing F4 cars while staying at Kamaki Motors, an auto body shop in Shizuoka Prefecture. Kamaki Motors is a family-run shop that regularly competes in F4 with a team comprised of owner Futoshi Kamaka, who is also a mechanic, his daughter Mako Kamaka, and now Haruka Asahina. Because this is a family-run business, they receive no support usually from any major manufacturers. Haruka Asahina boldly confronts the top teens head-on to get the attention of these revered companies in hopes of making it to the podium himself. F4, huh? Okay. That is different. I was not expecting that. Judging by the car, you kind of tell, but... Okay, F4 racing, huh? Okay. That's different. I don't love the animation from this cover, but this could be an interesting show. Or it could... This is the prime example of a show that could be real bad. But at the same time, I do kind of have some hopes for it. This is not the type of show you see very often, honestly. So it has piqued my interest to an extent, just on that alone. So I won't let its animation potentially sway me. We'll still get a couple episodes because I'm curious. We don't get many originals anymore, so I like to support them when we do. So I hope this is good. Honestly, I want this one to surprise me. We will see. Arknights. Now, this is just based off the video game, right? Arknight, this is based off the video game? Because I'll be honest, I don't know anything about Arknights. I don't play the game or anything like that. I'm going to assume, because it says sequel too. I didn't watch the original, so we're going to skip this one. I don't want this video to be too long. We're kind of dragging a bit. All right, moving on. Another light novel. Fun. Buta. Oh no, it's this one! Ain't no way. Okay, guys, let's go through the synopsis of this one real quick. An unappealing otaku awakens in the body of a pig after he passes out while eating raw pork liver. Already 10 out of 10 content, as you can tell. Pig finds himself in the company of Jess, an innocent girl who can read people's minds, and she accepts him despite his boorish thoughts. So it's already taken a concept from Vending Machine, where our main female character can't understand them. And in this one, oh, he's a pig, but she can read minds, guys. Oh, no miscommunication here. Fucking stupid. Although she does plan to eat him. What? I literally stopped right before the best line. Let's reread this. Pig finds himself in the company of Jess, an innocent girl who can read people's minds, and she accepts him despite his boorish thoughts, although she plans to eat him. Okay? Interesting already. When Jess is in danger of succumbing to a dark destiny, can Pig save her using only his quick wits, wisdom, and refined sense of smell? Yo, is he gonna sniff out some truffles and save her, guys? What the flying fuck, dude? It's not enough they give us peak Sakai last season with Vending Machine, the god of anime. No. We gotta take it farther. Anime is so used to calling their audience pigs, but now they quite literally make the main character a pig. Okay? What the fuck? I'm gonna check this out just because I remember seeing this a little while ago that this was being aired and dying of laughter. So stupid. Oh, I'm definitely checking this one out, guys. Do we have another case of Peak Sakai on our hands? Mushoku Tensei, ReZero? Fuck out the way. We got our Piggy Sakai now. I'm looking forward to it. So stupid, dude. Let's move on to the next one. Dekaboko Majo no Oyako Jiju. Killed that shit, by the way. Based on a manga. No, I didn't. Alright. Alisa, a witch who lives alone in the woods, finds a human baby one day. Despite her bewilderment, she names the kid Viola and decides to raise her. 16 years later, Viola has grown far more than Alisa ever imagined. Wait, she grows too much! Dun dun dun. And so, the chaotic comedy with a mother and daughter with inverted appearances begins. Oh, Lord. Let me guess. Inverted appearances. So judging by this cover, is she going to be the daughter and she's going to be the mother? That's a little awkward, actually, but okay. A day and an hour away. Oh, boy. Am I lucky? Oh, boy. It's probably going to be a quirky show that I don't know. Like, I probably won't care too much about, but I'll check out an episode or so, see how it is, you know. It doesn't seem like my cup of tea personally, but we'll see. Another Fooly Cooly. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Good lord. The 5th season of Fooly Cooly and sequel to Fooly Cooly Grunge. The anime will take place 10 years after Fooly Cooly Alternative and will center on a high school boy and girl. Bro, let the series go. Please let it go. We only have 1 season, damn it. Dude, they have 2 seasons in the same season. That's crazy, dude. I'm not looking forward to it. Don't want to watch it. Just let it go, guys. Come on. Ugh. Some shows don't need sequels, and then some do. But then here we are in our 5th season of Fooly Cooly, which is a perfectly done, well-off, one-off series, but whatever. Bokura no Amuro Protocol. Alright. Another original. Okay. Let's check this one out. The story centers on Shun Tokinoya, a second-year high school living with his mother and younger sister. After his father's death in an accident and his sister's injury, he quit the game he was passionate. Oh boy, he quit the game he was passionate about and now works at an esports cafe called Fox One. All right, I jumped the gun. Maybe hold on. He spends all his time studying and working part-time while hanging out with his childhood gaming friends. Suddenly, he learns that Fox One has a huge amount of debts. In order to pay the debts, Shun and his friends aim to win the XXeron Championship and win the prize money. With a sense of guilt, Shun jumps back into the world of online games and is confronted by Bakuretsu-kun, who used to play the game with him. Sounds corny, to be honest. It sounds kind of corny. It could be okay, but I don't get the same feeling I get from these other ones of hope. I don't get the feeling of hopefulness from this show, especially since it's an original, honestly. I feel like this show has a lot to live up to at that point, and I don't know. I ain't feeling it with this one, personally. You never know, but I'm not feeling it. I don't know if I'll watch this one. If you guys say it's good, I'll check it out. But unless that happens, I'm good. Paradox Live, the animation. This is based on other, so what was this based on? Like a game? Okay. Let's read the synopsis. Let's check it out. Avex and G. Sorrent's hip-hop themed multimedia... it's music? I don't care. If it's music, I don't care, honestly. Takes place in the near future where rappers wear accessories that contain a metallic substance called phantom metal. Yo, that's what a lot of rappers have in their bodies, guys. Through the phantom metal's chemical reaction to the rapper's own DNA, the rappers can create illusions linked to their emotions using their performance. The result is a new type of spectacular concert. Wait a minute. Did I jump the gun a little too soon? That could be really fun or really freaking cheesy. Either way, it sounds like a fun time. Either to enjoy or laugh at. Rappers, huh? Rappers. Okay. I want to check out a couple episodes of this. I want to see how this is. Again, this could be real fun or really, really cringe. So, let's wait and see on this one. Oh boy, looks like our typical fantasy light novel. I see VR MMO in the first title. Oh boy, alright. A new type of VR MMO called One More Free Life Online. Yo, what a name, guys. Is out. He logs in as a young boy avatar named Earth. Earth, huh? Okay. Taichi Tanaka, 38, single, because of course he is, has a regular office job and enjoys playing video games in his free time, because of course he does. In a world where the player is free to do as they wish, he decides to master a skill that's been deemed to be useless, because of course he does. He makes potions that are too much of a hassle to make, cooks food that is excessively too good, and uses bizarre original weapons to hunt monsters, because of course he does. First 2 episodes were exclusively shown as a world premiere during the Anime Messa Babelsberg 2023 in July as part of a special anime panel. Well, the world knows how good this show is already. I really wish that we'd have that in the corner, but I mean, typical shit, guys. Typical stuff. You know how it is. Looks mega generic. Y'all know, like, it's going to be a show that's airing this season, that's for sure. I'll tell you that. It'll be an airing show. I don't have hope for it, frankly. They're still making this show. Uma Musume Pretty Derby Season 3. I'll tell you guys right now, the only thing I actually know about this series is all the memes revolved around it. What's the one Roddy Ricch song that the one horse girl's singing online? I've seen that video so many times. It's so funny to me watching her sing that song, dude. It's so funny to me. I have no interest in the show, but boy, is that meme funny. We're going to skip that one. Not really interested, to be frank. Another original. Okay. Kami Urabi. Okay. Words, guys. Goro, a first-year high school student at a private high school in Tokyo, has no hopes, no dreams, and no ambitions. Sounds like a modern-day person. The world is indifferent to him, and he has no faint longing for Honoka, a classmate from the same school. Okay. He and his best friend, Akitsu, live a boring, unchanging life. Okay. Wow, this is a really long synopsis. Oh boy. One day, Goro receives a strange notification on his smartphone. You have been chosen. Breathe into me your wish. Thinking it malicious spam, Goro types, I want to... Whoa. Thinking it malicious spam, Goro types, I want to have sex with Honoka, the woman of my dreams. The next day, Honoka invites him to drop his pants at an unpopular arcade. Bruh, this took a turn. Congratulations on your great accomplishment. What is... Okay. Oh, no, don't spoil it. Let me keep reading. Then a mysterious girl, Lol, suddenly appears. Confused by this series of events, Goro is told of a cruel fate. Goro has been chosen by the Great Will to become a god to make his own wish come true. With other potential gods, they are to kill one another until there is only one left. Oh boy. You had me at first. The ability given to the Sculptor of Fools. At the cost of the misfortune that befalls you. The power to twist the cause and effect of the world and manipulate the reason of this world at will. Can we, stop going to the top, pretty please? There is in this world. The first god candidate who appeared to kill Goro was, of course, Honoka, whom he had longed for. What choice will Goro make against Honoka, who attacks him mercilessly? Thus, the Fetish Battle Royale by the god candidates, each with their own secrets, begins. I have no idea how to feel about this show. This show sounds like it's going to be some hot garbage, bro. But the good kind, if you know what I mean. The kind you watch and you just can't help but laughing. Are you laughing at the show? Are you laughing with it? Who knows? You don't even know. But you're having a good time watching it. I have no idea what to make of this series. It seems kind of wild, personally, but I'm looking forward to it. You never know. It could be pretty good. I highly doubt it, but you never know. I'll keep an eye out for this one, just because I feel like it might be just bad enough to make a video on. Alright. Wow, this looks bad. This next one doesn't look very good at all, actually. Oh boy. A light novel, Potion Danomi di Ikino Bamasu. Okay. Words. Nagisa Koro, a 22-year-old office lady, suddenly finds herself reincarnated into another world. Okay. To help her survive in this new world, a being that amounts to its god gives Kaori a younger body and ability to make insanely overpowered potions. The reincarnated Kaori must use her knowledge and chiistry to survive. mega generic sounding. It seems like it's gonna fall heavy on the slice of life elements too. I don't know. Probably not gonna be my cup of tea. Doesn't look very good from the cover. I'll keep it a buck on that. So we will really see on this one. I'm not holding my breath. I don't think it'll be that good, frankly. So let's just move past it. Are we almost done? How many more we got? Oh, good lord. Good lord. Alright, we're going to start speeding up through this, guys. This is taking a long ass time. We got a lot of shows this season. Alright. Yuzuki-san Chi no Yan Kyoda. Okay. Based on a manga. The Yuzuki family consists of 4 brothers, Hayato, Makoto, Minato, and Gakuto. The eldest brother, Hayato, happily lives every day to the fullest. There are tears, laughter, and excitement at home, at school, and in the neighborhood. And that's it. I mean, sure, maybe it'll be a fun family show, you know, some nice wholesomeness in it, but probably won't have much substance, frankly, and will be forgotten pretty quickly. So, probably a skip. Just looking at this one already seems like a skip. 16-bit sensation, another layer. Sent to the year 1992, this game illustrator will be ahead of the nerd curve when she joins a game company. It could be good. It could be fun. You never know. Very short synopsis, by the way. 1992, huh? What a very specific year. Okay. I mean, you never know. Could be alright. What is this, a firefighter one that's not Fire Force? Sequel, haven't seen the original. Don't really care that much, probably. If it's good, let me know in the comments. If not, I don't feel bad about skipping it. I haven't seen the first one anyway, so I'm good. Idolmaster, don't care. Don't want to see it at all, frankly. Oh boy, what is this one? Atarashi Josei wa Dotanen. Based on a manga. Alright? After his power-tripping boss broke his spirit and his health, Momoshi leaves his job for a new job in sales at an advertising agency. However, on the very first day of his new job, Momoshi is unable to move due to a stomachache caused by his past traumas. What a bitch. No, I'm kidding. Kidding, guys. Kidding on that. Kinda. What should I do if my new boss also abuses his power? Get out of the workforce, because trust me, that shit happens. That's when his new boss, Shirasaka, takes him out to see clients. Just what exactly is Shirasaka going to do? Probably be a pretty chill boss, I would imagine. You don't see very often. I mean, again, depends on the characters, depends on the writing. Yeah, it doesn't seem interesting, but if the characters are well written and we have good dialogue in the show, it could be alright. It could be interesting, but not very hopeful. It doesn't seem too crazy, you know? So we'll see on that. Moving on. A lot of manga this season. Lots of manga, which is good. Miki to Dali. Again, based on the manga. Alright. What's the synopsis? Under the table is the angel's secret. The boy's name is Hitori. A stork brought the angel into the lives of a middle-aged couple who were not blessed with children. An actual stork, huh? Okay. His parents were kind, his house spacious, and his meals hot. But to protect the happiness he had received, Hitori continued to hide an important secret about his parents. Okay, I mean, drama mystery, though. Okay. Drama mystery. This one feels like the writing's going to be really important. Like, it needs to be really good. Like, if it's a decent drama, this could be good. Just like a nice family drama. If done well, can be quite entertaining. So, I don't know. We'll check it out. There's a lot of series this season. I don't know how many of these will be good, but this one could be interesting. Even amongst all these other shows, it could find a way to pop out into the public eye. You never know. We'll see on it. Hypnosis Divine, second season of a show. Hypnosis Mike Division rap battle. Oh, God. Cringe, bro. It sounds so cringe already. Haven't seen the original. Don't care, personally. Captain Tsubasa. I know this series. I'll be real with you. I ain't watched it. I've never seen Captain Tsubasa. I know people are going to go crazy when I say that. I've never seen it. Definitely haven't seen the remake. Don't really have an interest in it because sports series are extremely hit or miss. Probably going to skip. Bullbuster. Source Other. Okay, I like this cover. This cover could be interesting. Let's read the synopsis for this one. Mysterious creatures have been terrorizing an island, forcing locals to flee their once thriving home. With government funds lacking for monster eradication, Tajima purchases the only construction company left and transforms it for the task. Thankfully, the brilliant Tetsuo Okina and his new robot, Bullbuster, come to their aid. But the team is on a tight budget. Can they save the island? Sounds like another character-driven show. It's a mecha, too. So, hey, all the mecha fans out there, you're going to get your itch this season. But, I don't know. Seems a little kind of boring, to be honest. But, again, good characters, good writing, could be good. Animation's not blowing me away from the cover. It seems kind of basic, but not necessarily bad. So, we'll see. This is a big we'll see. Dog Signal doesn't look like I'll be interested already, but it looks like it's from a shoujo. Based on a manga, gee, I would imagine a shoujo. Let's read the synopsis. A dog trainer is a job that connects dogs and people. An indecisive young man, Mayu Samura, met Sunichiro Niwa, a miracle working dog trainer, while walking the dog of his ex-girlfriend. Yikes on that one, guys. Like, I'm breaking up with you, honey, but don't worry. You can keep my dog. Like, what? I ain't never seen a relationship where they let you keep the pet. Let's keep it a buck here. But all right. The accidental encounter will greatly change Miyu's life. This is a story about the growth of a new dog trainer. I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point, guys. I'm not trying to, but again, story and characters, man. Especially this one. If we're going to have dogs as like a focal point of our series, like dog lovers will like this show. I'll tell you guys right now, I don't own a dog. I got a cat. So it ain't really resonating with me all that much, but it could be good. It could be decent, at least. Let me say decent. It could be. I don't know. Not super interested, but we'll see. Oh, I really don't look like I'm interested in this one. Sequel to something I haven't seen, probably. Precure? I've heard of it. Haven't seen it. Skipping it. Oh, God. Kawago Boys Sing. You know, I get the feeling just looking at this cover, it ain't going to be for me. So we're going to skip this one. We're starting to get to the dredges now. All right. Music series, haven't seen it. Beyblade? They're still making Beyblade? Good Lord, guys. Talk about making me feel old. They're making Beyblade still. Good Lord. Who remembers Jet X back in the day, guys? Watching the original Beyblade on Jet X back in the day. I remember that shit. My boy Dragoon was out there kicking ass. I remember that. I haven't seen Beyblade in years. No interest. And this is the VTuber series. It's at the very bottom, by the way. That's a yikes. Yeah, people aren't looking forward to it. But this is our season. Okay. And then we have our... Okay, I do want to talk about this. We do have Hanako. Toilet-bound Hanako. What are they doing with these shows recently, guys? This Horimiya piece and the Quintessential Quintuplets all have had extra seasons or extra episodes in the case of Hanako here, where they have to go back and redo stuff that they kept out of the season in the first place. And I think that's asinine. That's so stupid to me. If you have to go back and add this to things, put it in the first place. Don't cut it out to begin with, instead of making these other seasons. I feel that way about Horimiya too, guys. You guys I'll tell you guys when I do my summer ranking review. It ain't bad, but I'm a little harsh on it, because it should have just been in the first season to begin with. Why are we doing this separate season? It's stupid. And it's the same with Hanako. I remember when this show came out, people were so mad because it skipped so much content, apparently. And now they just have to go back and redo it. Stupid. But whatever. And where is it? I know it's down here. Yeah, leftovers like Dark Gathering, JJK, obviously, Rurouni Kenshin. Obviously, they're cool. We're looking forward to it. Where is it? Spy X Family, Bunny Girl. I know it's here. Where is it? I gotta talk about this. This will be the last thing I talk about on here. Where is it? Attack on Titan, final season, part 34, down here. This is gonna be a shit show, guys. You want my honest, frank opinion right here? No bullshit. This is going to be a shit show. This is going to be bad. Because I'm telling you guys right now, I don't think they're changing the ending of Attack on Titan. I don't think they are. I think it's going to be the same ending. At this point, all we can hope for is that it's the first ending. I pray it is not the extended ending. So I'll tell you guys right now, I despise the ending of Attack on Titan. I do not want to cover this, because if I do, I'll tell you now, it's going to be negative. And I don't like having negative videos on my channel. It's going to be a full-blown rant if I talk about this, because I fucking despise the ending of Attack on Titan. I'm not looking forward to this, because this is going to divide the anime community. I legitimately think that. Y'all thought Gear 5 Luffy was going to make a big splash? Y'all haven't seen anything. Attack on Titan is quite literally going to divide the fandom if the ending's not changed. It's bad, guys. Trust me, it's really bad. When the creator himself, Ishiyama, has to come out and apologize to people, tears running down his eyes in one instance, crying because he knows people are so upset with the ending. You know it's bad. It's dog shit bad. I hate it. I'm not looking forward to it. I pray it's changed, but if not, I pray for the first ending and we do not get the extended. That's my only hope at this point for Attack on Titan. I've given up everything else for it. But this is our season, guys. I'll be honest. It doesn't seem like it's that crazy. Obviously, we have big shows up here. Towards the top. Big sequels coming back like Goblin Slayer. People are excited for Undead Unluck like myself. 100 Girlfriends, obviously. Some people are excited for Tokyo Revengers. Don't know why, but you are. And Faraway Paladin. Bunch of shows. Obviously, Spy X Family. JJK is still going. It's going to be a good season. But a lot of these like other shows, I got to be real, man. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to cut it. A season can't be held up by being top heavy. It needs good shows that are middle ground. Shows that people already don't know, that aren't sequels, to really hold up a season. And I don't know if this show is going to have it. But if you think differently, let me know in the comments, because this is our fall season. I'm looking forward to it for the most part. Lots of good shows coming out. It's going to be a good season, and you guys are going to have lots of content pretty soon. So, let me know your thoughts on this season. Let me know what you're most excited for in the comments down below. I would love to hear about it. But until next time, guys, I hope you all have a great day, week, month, and year. And until then, deuces, have a blessed day, and let's just keep loving anime, guys. I will see you guys next time. Deuces.